Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we're just going to be doing a quarter 1 check-in on my goals. Now, pretty much every year, mine is probably two. I've done a goals video at the top of the year, and then I never do an update. I never do an update, but I talked about in a vlog recently. I think Q1 of 2024 has actually gone really well for me. And I want to give you guys an update on what has been helping me, a relook at all my 10 goals and what I've done to succeed in those goals in Q1. And this is just a level of accountability for me personally because I'm putting it out there. I did my goals video, which I'll link up above if you did not catch my goals video that I did in January. And now here we are in March. And I'm just giving you a little update on the 10 areas that I put out. Some areas I might not be doing the best in, others I'm doing phenomenally in. And I want to start with the first goal that I had was a little bit less overconsumption. That was my first goal of 2024 because I feel like 2024 is an uneasy year with multiple factors contributing to that. High inflation, the layoffs, the jobs market, and also it's election year for president, which is always a year where it's like, I wanted to hunker down a bit, and hunkering down meant cutting out some elements of my life. You guys probably from Instagram and other social media platforms know I've added a little bit more. Like there's things I didn't do in 2023 that I've done this year. So I started getting lash extensions, which is something I previously never did. So you're like, okay, well, you're overconsumption, but you're adding in things. I also started a fragrance habit. And if you are into fragrances, you know that's an expensive habit to have as well. But the areas of my life where I have cut back on, I've started cooking more at the house. So I've started doing more at home cooking, whether that's my HelloFresh, and then also on top of that, supplementing a few meals like pastas and things that I can make really quickly, really easily. The reason I fall back on DoorDash and Uber Eats was because time to cook is a lot of time, and I like to delegate my time in a certain way. Cooking is not one of those ways, but there are quick and easy meals. I'm not making 2-hour ordeals. Again, why do I need to for just me? So I've cut down on that, and I've also had more no spend days. So if you have my digital planner and you've seen my planner, there's this category that has no spend days at the bottom of each of the financial pages. I'll put January and February's on screen. I know it doesn't look like a whole lot. I might have like 10 in there, but compared to like where I was last year where there were no spend days, and what I calculate as a no spend day is not a dollar was spent. A bill didn't come out. I didn't go get anything to eat. I didn't spend a single dollar that day. Every single day, I feel like last year for a little bit, I was spending something. I also looked at my spending tracker on Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, you can see money in and money out. And if you look at a certain categories, you can see I spent a lot less in some. So food and drink, December of 2023. Now, food and drink, that includes like my groceries and eating out and all of that. That price is kind of high, but I had a couple birthday parties I had to go to then. Then you see in January, it went down about $100. And then you see February, it went down almost 200 and something dollars from December. So I'm getting there. Each month is a little bit less. Again, I'm never going to stop eating. If I like a good steak, I'm going to go to a good steakhouse. Eating out, probably a lot of that is sit down restaurant fees instead of just the grocery and the fast food, because I have really cut down on fast food quite a bit. But again, a category where the spending is a little bit less. Now, the other category you see for me is shopping. December, okay, month. January went kind of crazy. I don't know what happened in January. I think I was getting some things. I was saving myself my own Christmas presents. So I went a little bit ham with shopping. And then February, I did a really phenomenal job of doing a no buy. So the shopping, again, I think I put my Amazon in that category. So whatever I got from Amazon or my own personal like clothing stuff, I did a very, very good job in February. And I'm on that same path in March as well. So there are areas where I have cut back drastically, and I still have a lot more work to go. But Q1, I did have a lot less. I'm trying to go down in the food. I'm trying to go down in the shopping. The number 2 thing I said was on top of the hunkering down and the overconsumption, adding to the streams of income. Streams of income help offset a bit the spending that I do. I'm not ever saying that I don't spend a little bit of money, but I try to spend accordingly, but also make money accordingly, if that makes sense. If I want to spend, if I want to travel, if I want to do all that, I do want to have incoming money in to help supplement some of these things. So my streams have always been, I have a full-time job. I work outside of YouTube. I'm not just a content creator, but that full-time job is not a hourly position. It's a salary position. So I make a set amount, and I make that set amount every single month like clockwork. Every 2 weeks, like clockwork, that amount hits, but I want more. And you also know I do YouTube. YouTube is another stream of income, a positive stream. I have a lot of evergreen content on here. So even if it feels like I'm not posting a lot, my older videos, Free Trust Beach Pro right now is still one of my most watched videos. I looked at my revenue stream, what video is making me the most money in the last 28 days. Free Trust Beach Girl. I uploaded that video a year ago at this point. So that is a good passive. I still call that passive because even though I'm actively making content every single week, there are still videos that are making me more money that are very old, and I'm not doing a lot to promote those old videos. TikTok, I don't really count that because I'm only making like $12 from that every month. But again, it's a revenue stream. Instagram stopped paying for reels now. So TikTok does still have, as I'm recording this now, the creativity beta program. Etsy also is a stream which I had added to this year. Again, having streams of income, but this year was about adding multiple. I did release sweatshirts this year, which you guys have really been into this year. And I know we're getting out of sweatshirt season, so I'm thinking about what my spring and summer thing will be to add. We're also getting low on the planner season because people typically buy the planners November, December, January. I've had a couple of sales in February and then like maybe a couple a week here in March, but I know that'll dwindle down, as well as affiliate marketing. So my Amazon links, my Magic links, and then I just started an LTK. So again, this year was about making sure I have my streams and adding streams. So adding the stream of the Etsy sweatshirts and adding LTK, which is Like to Know It. It's a way to link things through an app. If you have LTK, make sure you're following me there. It's just Lia Lavon on my LTK shop. And I have a few of you guys there now. So thank you for supporting me there. But it's just where I link my outfit of the days. I wear outfits every single day. And I thought, why am I not adding this? It's again another way to make passive income when I'm doing nothing different than what I would normally do. I'm not buying a whole heap of new clothes. I'm wearing the clothes I have clearly, and I'm just showcasing them. So it's adding additional stream without overexerting myself. And that's another thing. I don't ever want to overexert myself. A lot of you guys comment on my videos where I'm talking about multiple streams. You're like, have you ever thought about being a travel agent? Have you ever thought about selling this? Avon, blah, blah, blah. I'm good with the streams I have. My thing is also not to overextend myself, not to go beyond myself. Working a 9 to 5, as many of us know, is hard enough as it is. To add those additional things on there and still wanting to have a life, still on top of everything I do, I still want to have a life and enjoy it. That is what's important to me. So no, I don't want to become a travel agent. I don't want to become anything else. I'm good with the streams that I've had. I've added enough that still makes me feel comfortable. The LTK, again, an easy thing to do. The sweatshirts, they're print on demand. So a very easy thing to do. I have very little overhead. I get probably one customer service message a month at that. It's really, really low. It literally very easy overhead, very easy customer service standpoint. I have a very good portfolio of multiple streams under me right now that I feel comfortable with. My next thing was to have all my appointments, physical appointments, meaning doctor's appointments, meaning dentist appointments, meaning eye doctor appointments, meaning everything scheduled and done in this year. I have every single thing I need scheduled. I even made an eye doctor appointment, and now I am the proud wearer of glasses only at night when it's raining. I went to the eye doctor for the first time in a decade. I had never gone to an eye doctor because I thought I had, 20/20 vision. I went to my primary care physician for the first time ever last year. She told me I had higher blood pressure. And so with that, she said, oh, get your eyes checked. People with higher blood pressure need to get their eyes checked. And I was like, I will do that in 2024 because I don't have eye vision insurance. I didn't sign up for it during open enrollment of 2022, so I didn't have it in 2023. 2023 signed up for it when we had open enrollment, and so now I've been to the eye doctor. I was specifically looking for a Black woman eye doctor or a Black eye doctor because I want all my primary care, my OBGYN, and now my eye doctor. I wanted someone who was in the community, so I went with her. She said I had very good vision. I'm 20/25. She said my left eye is trying to make up for my right eye. My right eye is perfect. My left eye, I don't feel any different. I feel like I see, but she said it's my eyes are adjusting. My right eye is working harder, but it's not a bad thing. She just said when it's dark outside and you're driving and it's raining, do you ever have issues? And I was like, I thought we all had issues when it's dark and raining. Honey, I didn't know we was all professional drivers out there. I do have these. Again, I don't see a change when I put them on at all, but I know that's when I will drive and all of those types of things. So eye doctor, I have my OBGYN appointment next month, my primary care annual. I think I made that for June because, again, I had to wait a year. And then I have my dentist appointment as I normally do. I've always been good about my dentist and my OBGYN. It was just adding those two elements. So I'm good this year. I've covered my bases as best as I can because as we get older, I'm 34 now, it's time to take these things seriously and have providers I actually trust. So check mark, very good on that goal this year. Now, my number 4 goal was skincare routine, have a regimen skincare routine. And this goal shifted a bit in this year. Now, I always have the morning routine, and I shared that in a little ASMR video earlier this month. So make sure you check that out, or last month. And my nighttime routine has not been super consistent. I just, sometimes I forget, I lay it on down, but I realize I don't need to do it every single night. My morning routine every single day. I have a habit tracker. If you have my planner, you see the habit page. I've really been using that habit page this year, really. And I started adding different habits in there. So did I do my morning skincare routine? Did I take my vitamins? Did I order DoorDash? That's something I'm trying to track to make sure that's not in the level. Did I make my bed? Every single day I'm tracking that. I'm also tracking evening routine, but I'm also tracking acne. I'm trying to be more cognizant of when I develop acne. And I've realized it's when I do my skincare more often. The more regimented I am with my skincare, the more I notice acne, which is strange. And I notice when I have all reds on my skincare for the evening, I don't have acne. Reds means I didn't do it that day. And then when I see greens, all greens, meaning I did do my evening skincare, I'm starting to develop an acne thing. So I decided that I'll do my evening skincare on the nights that I wear makeup. Like tonight, I'm doing my evening skincare because I got to get this off. I have to get this off. But I only wear makeup maybe 3 to 4 days a week. So maybe doing that skincare every other day or when needed, because I do have to have an evening skincare when I'm wearing makeup. But if I'm taking care of that morning skincare, I've noticed, I don't have to use retinol every single day. I don't have to use a liquid exfoliant every single day. I don't have to do a peel every single day. I've just changed. And I think it's about finding what works best for you. I don't have problematic skin. I have normal skin. I don't want to overextend my skin or overcomplicate things. So I think having a skincare routine, but knowing what works best for you. If you've noticed using a lot of products, using these products don't work, and you're starting to have rougher skin or worse skin, I think you can tailor it. But I always do my morning. I'm never going to stop doing my morning because my face needs that refreshing in the morning. But at night, if I didn't do anything, I just don't think I need it. And again, if you want to track any habits, I'm going to start adding that habit tracker page into my planner every month. What I've needed to do was duplicate the pages, because if you have my planner, I only have one of the habit pages, but I realized I love that for tracking my habits. Like, it is amazing. I need to start doing that every single month. So I'm going to work that into my 2025 planners to have those habit trackers, because if you can keep up with what you're doing, you can kind of see a trend in your life. Like the days that I forget to take my vitamins, am I a little bit more groggy? Are those not great days? Like all of that. So again, tracking that with my habit tracker has been great. My next goal was to continue on my path of solo traveling. I have booked 2 solo trips this year so far. I'm working to plan 2 more. I'm not trying to do too much this year, but I also want to go places. So I've already booked Tulum and I've already booked Aruba for different points in this year. I also want to have a non-tropical trip, like I think my next 2, I want to be non-tropical, because there are a lot of tropicals in there, but you guys know I'm a little Dora the Explorer. So I want to go and kind of, I like to walk. I like to put my walking shoes on and explore where I need to explore. So boots on the ground, like a London, like a San Fran, like these weren't relaxation trips. I think Tulum and Aruba are very much so calming waters, beach, My next two can be non-beach. So I'm just working to figure out what I want my other two adventures to be. That was an easy goal. I was gonna always hit my solo travel goal. That was not a goal I was ever concerned about. I gotta have it. I gotta have those little treats, those little wins. My next goal was quality clothing, making sure I'm investing in quality clothing. I think I've done that, and the fact that I haven't needed to shop all that much this year. I haven't needed to buy a new outfit for all of these things. My pants, you guys see, if you follow me on Instagram and you see my outfits of the day, I think my pieces are very quality pieces. They're not falling apart. Nothing against fast fashion or anything. If that's your budget, that's your budget. I think I've been a fast fashion girl. I think now as I age and as I, in my 30s, I'm more towards the quality pieces. If you get quality pieces, you will just notice a trend in, hey, this isn't deteriorating, or oh, the strings aren't popping out, or oh, I can wear this over again and wear it with something else, especially if it's a neutral color. So I think I'm doing well on that. And the next goal was the high yield savings account. It was to continue to invest in that. So I did have a goal for this year of $10,000 as what I want to save, not $10,000 in total. I already have money in my savings account. It's how much I want to save for 2024 itself. And I want to save in this year 10,000 on top of what I've saved. I really started my savings journey 2021 more aggressively in 2022 and 2023. So 2024, I want to add to my savings bucket 10,000. And again, that is not including my 401k. My 401k is outside. My 401k, I don't even see it when it hits my check because it's already been taken out. Well, my net is already post my 401k. I do contribute 6% to my 401k every single paycheck. And again, my savings accounts that I use for high yield, Marcus by Goldman Sachs, I use Ally, and I use Barclays. Those are my three. I alternate between the three. I put different streams in the three. Like Ally is fully funded by my Etsy. So this year so far, I think I'm at 925, and that's just January, February. I haven't contributed my March in there yet. I think I'm going to contribute about roughly 500 this month because it is bonus month and it is a 3-check month in March. It's our first finally getting to 3 checks. So it's a 3-check month for me in March. So I do have plans to contribute. I have the planner page on my digital planner. If you have that, I'm actually using it. I actually do really use my own planner, and I'm just kind of leveling out. And again, my goal is 10. January I knew was going to be a hard month because we're recovering from the holidays. So I didn't save as much as I wanted to. February is a shorter month. And again, you got a lot of, you guys all went with my friends. We had a little day. We had a Valentine's Day. We ate out good. I wasn't saving how much. So I'm almost roughly at 1,000 in this last couple. But again, the next few months I should be aggressively saving. And I feel like I really am 100% going to hit that $10,000 goal. And what is that $10,000 for too? Like, what are you saving that for? Rainy day, this future home. I want to add it to my future home savings account if I can ever, get out of this. I just don't feel like it's a good time to buy. I really don't. I'm not going to get what I want. And I know I've been talking about buying a home. It's just, I'm disillusioned with everything. Like the things I'm seeing on the market and the amount that it's spending, it's the time to buy was 2019, 2020, 2021, really. Maybe even 2022 a little bit. But now it's just, I'm saving, and all I can do is just accumulate to make that down payment the best that it can ever be, because it's gonna need to be the best that it can ever be. The credit score is credit scoring. I removed that as a goal because there's nothing I can do. My credit score has been in the same spot for almost a year and a half. No matter if I have zero account balance on credit cards, it's just about credit age at this point. I cannot figure out for the life of me how to get. My goal last year, I think, was to get to 800, and then I started realizing I'm in the same spread forever, and I've been in that same spread. I cannot get out of like 750, 745 to 765. I cannot get the heck out of there. And I'm just like, my credit score is going to be what it is. I think I have a phenomenal enough credit score to get the home in general. I think I've been at my job long enough, so I have the employment history. I've been there 6 years. At the end of this month, it'll be 6 years. So I've been at my job. I have job stability. I have the credit score. I would have had the down payment for a good house back in 2021. Right now, the down payment gonna look a little different. So again, that's why I'm doing this excessive savings challenge that I'm on right now. And you're probably like, well, what about travel? That goes into my next goal. My goal was to understand travel points a little bit more, or travel credit cards a bit more. I do have three. I consider the Amex Gold one, the Chase Sapphire, and then I have the American Airlines card powered by Citi, which I like having a Citi card now because it gets you all the Ticketmaster things, all the codes. They're using Citi, that American Airlines card. When I got it, I was like, why are you being silly, girl? Why are you getting this? But I realized Citi is what you need. But anyways, with that, I did book Aruba with my American Airlines points. So I used about 20 points and it made me charge me like $80, I think. I'm putting it on screen right now because currently cannot remember, but it charged me about half of my points and I still have about 20 something thousand points. So I think I'm going to use that on maybe a domestic trip that is going to be my walk around trip. And then I still have about 110,000 on my American Airlines. I'm saving that for my big trip of this year so that I don't have to use any savings. That savings isn't going to travel so much this year because I'm trying to get the points. So again, Aruba was booked there. My next trip will be booked. So I'm trying not to come out of pocket in 2024 and spend any of my money. I'm thinking like a Madrid. I'm thinking like a Barcelona. You guys give me outside of the box great ideas for my big solo trip of this year. Number 9 goal was to learn something new, as I always do. I do have Duolingo. I have my big streak, my big one streak, Duolingo, to learn Spanish. I did add French this year. The company recently we did a merge. I think it's a merger, I think you would call it. And a part of that, we have merged with a company that's heavily French speaking, very much so to the point where they speak French almost dominantly at some of the facilities. So I'm like, oh, I would be great. I'm learning Spanish, but I don't have to use Spanish that often. It'd be great to throw out some French words, a little bit of merci beaucoup, s'il vous plaît, garçon, oui, oui, a little bit of French in some opportunities. So that is what I added in 2024. I also do want to take swim lessons. I feel like I keep putting that on there. I need to book, like, keep me accountable. When I make this video in Q2, we better have had a little bit of scheduling because I want to take it April, May before I get into really heavy travel season. And so I'm about a few weeks away from April. So keep me accountable on that. And my last goal was having a morning and a nighttime routine. I think I've gotten that situated with my morning routine. Nighttime routine, I kind of could do a little bit better, but something I didn't have on my goals, but I want to add in here too, was making valuable time with others. I think that was an honorable mention goal in my video, and I want to update how I'm doing. I wanted to have every other month mommy and me dates because, again, family's valuable. You don't know how much time you have left with your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandparent. I lost a grandparent in 2023, so I want to make sure I'm spending intentional time with my family. I spend a lot of time with my friends. I spend a lot of time with Winnie. I spend a lot of time with me. I want to make sure I'm spending a lot of time with them as well. So me and my mom did our first one in February. We have our next one next weekend. I know I said every other month, but I decided, hey, I had an open weekend in March. It doesn't have to be every other month. I want to do it at least every other month. But if we can do it every month, every 2 weeks, whatever the cadence needs to be, I want to make sure I'm intentional about that. And then also with my friends, we've had our meetings, we had our get-ups. If you follow my vlogs, we've had our get-ups every month. And then my best friend Sasha and my college friends also getting together with them intentionally. We had something about 2 weeks ago. So I think I'm doing good with my getting up. So having a life outside of that, and dating, we're not even gonna get on. That is today's video. That is an update on my goals. That's where I am. That's where I'm going. I think we were doing good in Q1. I just want to make sure Q2, I don't want to come on here Q2 and then everything be like, girl, I went wrong, or this and that happened, because I did have some setbacks in Q1. I didn't save as much as I want because I had a $900 car issue. My heat went out in the dead of coldness. I know we're getting warm now, but it was cold. It was about 20 degrees. So I didn't get to save as much because I had a $900 car situation that came up, and I had this and I had that come up. So you do have setbacks that happen. So it hasn't all been peaches and cream in Q1, but I think I've been able to balance, and I'm very thankful and grateful for that. and I want to keep on that path. And you guys keep me accountable down below. What are some things I can change, add, subtract, do better in 2024? What are some things you're doing in 2024? Let me know down below. Make sure you also give this video a big thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, even if you didn't. We want all the love and support over here on this channel, as well as we want you to subscribe so you don't miss a thing that goes on over here on this channel, as well as have that notification bell on so you're alerted when those new videos arise. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at Lia Lavon, which is a few more shenanigans, a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.